Two things are infinite: the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. I am enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Logic will get you from A to Z. Imagination will get you everywhere. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. Never memorize something that you can look up. When you are courting a nice girl, an hour seems like a second. When you sit on a red-hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. He experiences himself, his thoughts and feeling, as something separated from the rest, a kind of optical delusion of his consciousness. This delusion is a kind of prison for us, restricting us to our personal desires and to affection for a few persons nearest to us. Our task must be to free ourselves from this prison by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature in its beauty. Try not to become a man of success. Rather, become a man of value. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existence. One cannot help but be in awe, and he contemplates the mysteries of eternity, of life, of the marvelous structure of reality. It is enough if one tries merely to comprehend a little of this mystery each day. Old man's advice to youth: and never lose a holy curiosity. I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. I often think in music. I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music. You never fail until you stop trying. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. Once you can accept the universe as matter expanding into nothing that is something, wearing stripes with plaid comes easy. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of true art and true science. I believe in standardizing automobiles. I do not believe in standardizing human beings. Few are those who see with their own eyes and feel with their own hearts. A man should look for what is, and not for what he thinks should be. I am by heritage a Jew, by citizenship a Swiss, and by makeup a human being, and only a human being, without any special attachment to any state or national entity whatsoever. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. I believe in intuitions and inspirations. I sometimes feel that I am right. I do not know that I am. My passion for social justice has often brought me into conflict with people, as has my aversion to any obligation and dependence I did not regard as absolutely necessary. It occurred to me by intuition and music was the driving force behind that intuition. My discovery was the result of musical perception. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. I would teach peace rather than war. I would inculcate love rather than hate. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. One thing I have learned in a long life, that all our science, measured against reality, is primitive and childlike, and yet it is the most precious thing we have.